lovelies, I hope you had a good first October 1st. I've just been kind of relaxing today and editing and answering your guys' question on Instagram. Thank you for sending those. It's always really fun to interact with you guys, and your guys' questions or topics brighten my day, so thank you much. I'll be starting the first day's countdown with ghosty paintings. If I can do it one-handed. So I started with a regular solo ghost painting to get in the spirit and the painting vibes with this rainy little ghost dude. But then I wanted to add a little bit of razzle dazzle, so I added some glitter to this ghost's Pacific Northwest rainy day. Then we moved on to the thrift store trend, where you add ghosts or spooky things to thrift store paintings. Here's one that I did to make it more autumn vibes, get rid of the snow, add some ghosties. This adorable woods one my mom did, and I love the little ghosty up in the tree. I think it's so adorable. This is a great picture anyway, and I really like how I added in little ghosties around the side. I like the black and white of it as well. This one was extremely intricate that my mom did. Very small little houses, and there's little ghosts in some of the windows. Along with ghosts, we also decided to do some witches. So for this one, my mom added witches in the center of the road, and don't forget the kitty cat. And then this tree picture I thought was really cool, so I wanted to darken it up a little bit and add some witches hanging out in the trees. Tabletop spooky crafts for today. So for my craft, I'm going to be making the bubbling cauldron light display that I've seen online a little bit, at least my interpretation of it. I'm going to be using a cauldron, of course, fairy lights, some iridescent bulbs, and some regular, like, holiday decorative balls. These ones came separated, so I'm just popping together the different pieces for the different sizes of the ornaments. I wanted the switch for my fairy lights to be on the outside, so we went ahead and drilled a hole in the bottom of the cauldron so the fairy lights could be pulled through that hole and the on and off switch wasn't at the bottom of the cauldron. Now, I saw some people suggesting that you could do this craft with kids, and while I'm sure some of you parents could manage it, I burned myself 3 times on my arm, on my finger, and my foot while trying to hold the bulbs together with the hot glue. So if you're going to do this with children, just please tread lightly because you do have to place them a certain way and have them attached together before you let go, especially if you're doing any sort of defying gravity looks, kind of like I was. As you can see, my cauldron bubbles over the side. And some of my bulbs are iridescent and some are regular, just to give the added effect. And here is the fairy lights on. Bubble, bubble. Now my mom decided to vamp up these little mushrooms that we found for her little craft project this evening by repainting them, adding some moss and decorative pieces, and basically adding them to this cool globe that we have to set around for a cool little art piece. And here you can see the whimsical little piece, all finished. Doing some hanging black art for today's I will say I don't think I did anything on these. I was just kind of the videographer. My mom put these plaques together, painted the little faces, and kind of strung them up to have the different looks that can hang down a wall and whatnot. So we have a bat, a pumpkin, this very cute little monster face, and a ghost. As well, we have a Frankenstein, vampire, a witch, and this cute mummy. Alright, guess I will use my Halloween tarot to see how October will go for me. Clearly a Halloween themed deck, appropriate for spooky season. I am just going to do a 3-card spread today, so could be past, present, future, or conflict, choice. Queen of Imps, 4 of Pumpkins, and 9 of Pumpkins. We shall read about these cards. Queen of Imps. An adoring imp offers his queen a sunflower. As the queen of the fire suit, she marvels at the world's wonders, including the intricacies of a sunflower, which is why the imp knew she would like it. The Queen of Imps is a creative and contemplative kind woman who is acutely cautious of the ways the world works and the energy within living things. She represents success with family, home, growing things, and other productive undertakings. The 2 lion gargoyles on her throne traditionally represent her control over the lower forces of animal nature. The black cat, also a remnant from the Rider deck, is said to be a sinister aspect of Venus. A kind, generous, curious woman who revels in the world's wonders, success in all endeavors, family, home, career, growing things. 4 of Pumpkins. Just as the earthly pumpkin suit does, the number 4 connects us to physical world. This crowned character is so rooted in this world that he is a vegetable man, with pea-pod limbs, a cucumber body, and a radish head. Perhaps because of Halloween's ancient harvest connections, German-made vegetable people were popular Halloween toys in America in the early 20th century. He is sowing 4 pumpkin seeds in his fertile patch, showing us that it's time to plant in order to reap future harvests. The 4 of Pumpkins is a card of successful, ambitious, forward-thinking people who earn their crowns through thoughtful and diligent work rather than empty displays of power. The spiked stone fence represents the need for protection of his possessions and property. Meanings: stability and prosperity without compliancy. For future harvests, it's planting time. Material success from hard work. Miserly tendencies. To 9 of Pumpkins. An elegant woman stands with a wise old owl among her pumpkins of material success. Still, she's not carving them, examining them, or concerning herself with them at all. From her stylish clothing and the stately, well-lit manner in the background, we can tell that she is clearly living in comfort, enjoying what money can buy, but in a thoughtful, leisurely, solitarily way. Much like Hermit, also number 9 card, her true quest is for wisdom and knowledge of the non-financial kind. Meanings: a simple appreciation of the good life, feeling worthy, a calm, accepting, unattached view of what the material world has to offer, a quiet, solitary search for wisdom. I like the idea of current planting time, or planning time, if you will, for future comfortable success. And for something fun for you guys, I will draw a card that is for anyone watching this vlog. Your card. 10 of Bats. 10 of Bats. Let's read this for you. 10 of Bats for you. The woman in the Ten of Bats is in deep trouble. Her eyes are closed and she appears to be underwater, either dreaming or floating or worse. If you've ever spent any time underwater, you know that you can't hear anything, and with the defining pressure on your ears and head, the outside world seems far away. She may be escaping the terror of the swarming bats by sheer avoidance, or she might be trying to work through and get beyond the painful details of her life, bat style, with pure intellect. In both scenarios, she's totally self-absorbed in the face of her anguish, and might do better to keep her head above water. Other meanings, you may be suffering mental agony, despair, ruin, escape from pain, emotional detachment. If this fits you, I hope your month gets better and that you're able to pull your head above water. Let's draw one more for you, and hopefully positive from the stress that you're going through. Right, your other card, King of Bats. Let's see. Bats. The King of Bats, complete with adjustable bat crown, is seated on the throne of judgment, where the traditional butterfly of the soul has been replaced by the transformative death's head moth. Since the scales of justice sit in the king's lap, we get the impression that he is the man of the law, at least of the laws of reason. As the King of Bats, he uses intellect to gain power and opposed to the service-oriented purposes of the night. Meanings for you. A strong, powerful authority figure with a knowledge for law and justice, a firm enemy, and a firm friend. So I think maybe with those types of vibes for you, you'd be able to, with the King of Bats, pull your head above water from what other stress you're facing. And just to be thorough, we're going to do one more card for you. So you get a 3-card spread and I get a 3-card spread. I think that seems fair. That one completely flipped out, so we're going with that one for you, which is the Magician. Let's read that. The Magician. The first character the Fool meets on his journey is the Magician, a person of great creative talent, action, self-discipline, and confidence. This is the artist card for those who figuratively pull rabbits out of hats. The Magician also suggests passionate, thirsty ambition, reminiscent of the Greek Prometheus, and a hero who desperately seeks to shatter his own human limitations and grasp the power of knowledge. Well, black magic, at the expense of his own soul. But where does the magician's power and drive to create come from? Some of the answers may lie in the symbols that surround him. His familiar wand has been replaced by the rabbit in the hat, which represents creative power. All around him are cosmic elements, a figure 8 on its side, a symbol of infinity, and the never-ending search for knowledge. The snake eating its own tail, lurking inside the pumpkin, also signifies the infinite. The red rose in the left top corner is the symbol of desire, and tradition white lily of aspect thought is represented as a tiger lily. In traditional rider deck, the magician stands beside a table bearing a wand, fire, a cup, water, a sword, air, and a pentacle, earth, representing the traditional minor arcana suits and the ancient 4 elements. Surrounding the magician are the Halloween equivalents of this, the imp wands, the ghost cups, the bat swords, and the pumpkin pentacles. The symbol for Mercury on the table signals versatility and opportunity. Potential meanings: making things happen, creative power, control, mastery, ambition, seize opportunities, and take action. I love these cards for you. So, whatever struggles that you may have been facing, that you kind of felt underwater and are hiding from the obstacles above you, you take more law and control of that, and then move on to a much more ambition, creativity mindset that gets you to the goals that you are looking for. Able to seize those opportunities with that ambition and make it happen. I like that for you guys. See, even if you're going through something, there's positive coming for you, lovelies. And I need to plan and keep going hard for current things so that I can be comfortable in the future. Alright, I think I'm going to attempt to catch up on a certain show that I haven't been talking about because strikes are still happening. I didn't watch the last episode and now the finale's out, so gotta catch up because everyone posts spoilers. No one cares about spoilers anymore. Oh hi, how's it going? I barely slept, but I'm going to go pick up one of the munchkins and take him to his first day of work. Very exciting. And now I debate more sleep. Welcome to a spooky evening of Haunted Mansion, where we pretend we're at Disney on the ride for today's. Continue this spooky Haunted Mansion evening with what has become my favorite board game. Is it Call of the Spirits game? I like him. I need that one and that one. My mom doesn't want to get Annabelle. I can't imagine why. Hi, girl. Soup bowl?
Yeah,
That's cool.
with the spoon.
I feel like I need this guy for my cosplay.
Put him on your bed.
Yeah, a little bit. He's kind of cool.
Yeah, I love those.
I know,
I wonder
right?
if they do this stuff afterwards.
So either use it next year or they sell it all. Okay, so I've been looking for this mask and everywhere's been sold out. It's sold out online, different stores are sold out, but we just found it. A sparkly, bejeweled ghost face. It's so pretty. I'm so excited. Going to be using it for a shoot. I'm so excited. More crafting for you today. Doing some wood crafts with some painting for spooky Halloween vibes. I picked up these wooden coffee shapes so I could do different fall or spooky season inspired coffee drinks, so different pumpkins or witch's brews or anything festive for the autumn season was my vibe while making my specialty coffees. My mom, a much better painter than I am, did a lot of these Halloween ones that are great for just like added decor, and I love the sparkles. Easy little craft. These crafts would be much easier if you have little ones, in my opinion, especially if you get washable paint. It's like easy breezy. Hot glue guns are always a little terrifying when you have kids. Thanks so much for watching this Vlogtober, and I will see you in the next one.